my stars! It's me, Missy. I'm back, and today I'm going to be playing some more Fallout New Vegas. Now, when I last left off, I believe that we were about to go into an ant nest, so there's that. That's going to be fun. Anyway, before we get into the game, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever the hell it is you guys want to do. And with that, let's go, shall we? Hi, Boone. Enter the ant mound. Okay. Let's go. Nothing here. It's over this way. This makes us go further down, but there's nothing there either. Let's keep going. Got him. That's one. Goo pile. I like how the music is very creepy. Nothing here. Let's keep going. What is that thing? Ant Queen! Got it! Yay! Why would the Ant Queen, be just wandering around? She was completely fucking empty. Got it. This is literally just target practice for me, I guess. Nectar. Oh, Wastelander. Caps. Nothing else, dude. And refuse pile. Refuse. Egg clutch. Ant meat. Ant meat. Nothing this way. Nothing that way. Well, this was kind of anticlimactic, I gotta say. I was expecting more, I guess. Interesting. Let's go back outside, I guess. Lots of fire ant soldier. Ant nectar. Toxic resident nectar. Interesting. I see New Vegas in the background. Let's keep going. Cherry bomb. Let's just keep going. My weapon's condition isn't doing too good. I might have to change it. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's head into New Vegas, shall we? Please tell me you're friendly and not an ass.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Okay. Cat. Raider sadist. Jesus. Caps. Well, I'm gonna keep going. Look at that. I'd say they're doing pretty good. Kill NCR. Die NCR. Maybe not. There's enemies over here. Here we are. Good. Got him. I've gained karma. Okay, cool. Laser rifle. Aid. Here we are. Full gauge. I have a shotgun in my inventory. I have frag grenades. Okay. Grab the wrong thing there. Okay, if I go in there, I'm in trouble, apparently. So I won't go in there. Let's just keep going. It's over here. Nothing important. Let's just keep going then. El Rey Motel. Sorry, guys, I had to sneeze. Interesting. Oh shit. Well, that was great. Scotch whiskey. Beer. Wastelander. I'll take your caps, thanks. They did not have a fun time, did they? I didn't like the movement near me. Here we are. I'm addict. It's very easy.
Hey!
Well, that problem's solved. Pay more money. Casual wear. Knife. Leather belt. Oh, star cap! Caps, knife, medics. You keep the rest, my man. Okay, let's keep going. Shush. Nuka-Cola victory. Empty syringe. Medics. Empty suitcase. Nothing good. Nothing good. Great. Okay, let's keep going. Well, let's keep on moving. That's not it. Camp McCarran, there we are.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
Camp McCarran is cool looking. It's an interesting way to do it. This is cool. Was there not a thing I had to do here? Solar Distributor Springs. Solar Distributor Springs. Return to sender. Ranger Station Charlie. Ranger Station Charlie is dead, I think. Cool place to be.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Wow, their little food area is actually pretty cool. Awesome. Let's go this way. See who's in charge. Wow. So many supplies. Okay. Terminal building. Well, it's big here. So this was what? One gigantic mall at one point? Interesting. Inaccessible. Captain
What is it?
Ronald Curtis.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Hello, Curtis. What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Oh, okay. Well, goodbye.
Later.
That was interesting. Okay, let's keep looking around.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Why does the game's music have to be so creepy? Let's go over here. Angela Williams.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Well, goodbye.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Nice to meet you too, ma'am.
Pleasure to
Children.
meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Yes, I'd say so.
A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
Scientific discovery is never so simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them, no one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Sure. Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Uh-huh. I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director of OSI.
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
You're doing all these things yourself.
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
NCR has a food shortage.
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
Lovely. What other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
No, that was me. I fixed Helios 1.
I see. Of course you did.
Oh, fuck you. What do you think of NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
Good to know, dude.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I don't want to just shoot you. Come along, Boone.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to go to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault.
Figures.
There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No. No, Hildren didn't mention anyone.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Have some questions.
Of course. Anything.
Can you tell me anything else about Keeley?
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Exactly how old is Keeley?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there.
She's a ghoul.
So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
How do Kelly and Hildren get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildren. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery.
Honestly,
And
I agree
Hildren
with her.
hates Keely because... well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass.
Ah,
In front of important people, usually.
what's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
What do you think of Dr. Hildren?
The director? He's very well spoken and knowledgeable.
Hildren mentioned the followers of the apocalypse.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildren trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Yeah, the food around here is pretty bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Lovely. Goodbye.
Right. Stay safe.
Well, let's look around the rest of the building. I don't need no Nuka-Cola.
Something I can do for you? I'm usually good with
Hello?
faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
Captain Gills at Bitter Springs needs reinforcements. Can you spare any?
What? Why on earth would you think you can walk in here and make troop deployment recommendations to me?
Well, you're a dickbag, aren't you? I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
The fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable.
Lovely.
They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find your ranger.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too great. I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Okay. I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay. What's Camp McCarran's role in NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Captain. Okay, let's keep looking around for a little bit, and then I will be on my way. Let's go up here. Interesting. Bottle cap, bottle cap. Bottle cap, ashtray. Bottle cap, bottle cap. Bottle cap. Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Cap. Random stuff.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed. Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Hornsby. Other foods. All regular caps. Confiscated trunk. Might have to steal the sarsaparillas. Not star caps. Not my star caps. house karma. Just more regular caps.
Go right ahead, Trooper.
Ave.
Hey!
I gain infamy, seriously, from just stealing. Just kill me. Okay, okay, I'll reload.
Go right ahead, Trooper.
Quests. Let's go to the vault. Next time. Okay guys, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun. If you want to see other videos I've done, you gotta check out the rest of my YouTube channel. I have over 700 videos at this point. There's something for everybody. I will put the link to the playlist for Fallout New Vegas in the description below. There will also be links to my X and my Instagram, as well as my second YouTube channel, my BookTube channel, to be more specific. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever the hell it is you guys want to do. And I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!